And welcome to Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Like I said Hyundai. We were teasing it a second ago.
Well,
Hyundai.
You know
Mark
Ernie
Fine,
Johnson.
Exactly. And for Ernie Johnson.
It doesn't really matter.
will be.
Hyundai or Hyundai, we know what the hell you were talking about.
You knew what I was talking about. Kenny and Charles alongside, as
I
always.
paid $8 million for that ad. He's saying their name wrong.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm feeling thankful to be next to these two for a night, let me tell you. All right, hey, Hornets Nuggets. Let's talk about this one a little bit because I don't have my shot sheet yet. So, for second half, really much. Denver gave it a run there.
Ding, ding, ding.
Here it is.
You asked and you shall receive.
Go. You just wanted to get on TV tonight.
Underdog.
Didn't you? Do you want to talk first or do you want to do these?
It doesn't matter. Who's that guy anyway?
Joe Underhill.
I remember the first time he came out here. He's got just bro, what you walking out here for?
He's gotten used to it.
Oh, we got all the trimmings tonight. In this game, so we're going to go back to the trimming game because Chris Paul, as you said, how do you like his stats now? 22-2?
Yeah, he did. Those were his first points in the game, 2 minutes to go in the half.
He was just as effective in the first half as he was in the second, but he just scored. But J.R. Smith all night was scoring all night long.
J.R. Smith benched by George Carl last game because he was late to practice. We were talking about practice earlier. They had a big game this one.
He's one of those guys who's just so inconsistent, got so much talent. And then Glazer, here's another guy who really shoots the ball well. They have two guys that come off the bench that really can score, but they don't. I think the guy here, there was one, Ronaldo Bogman, somebody who could bring something different other than scoring off the bench. I think they can score with the best of them. Right.
We're in the
but you know what?
Now.
You know, Chris Paul said something like, "Hey, Byron told me to pick it up down the stretch." That's what a great player can do that a regular role player can't do. Picked it up and then Pager picked it up. Why would you see? First of all, that's just bad defense. You don't leave that guy open. I mean, why would you leave that guy open? Well, if there's anybody on the floor that you're going to leave open, it's not Pager Stoyanovich. I know. From three. It's just a great play by David West.
Shades of NC State there with the tip-in.
I don't remember that. I'm not too young. Oh, good pass by Nene. They cut it down. Now they tied the game right here. But then they leave James Posey again. Yeah, but you get the penetration and you leave, you help and you leave, and all of a sudden. That's certain guys you don't leave.
Posey, all 6 of his shots, 3-pointers. He made 2 of them.
There's another play down 3 with that much time. I think that was a bad shot. You can make that a longer game. You can get like 3 or 4 more possessions. You just take a quick 2 in that situation. You know, Hal in the back was saying, hey, when you go for 2 or 3, I should get a quick 2. You still had like 15 seconds to go. Does everyone know who Hal know that? Hal don't know anything about basketball. In the back.
I'm really hoping going, who's Hal?
He didn't give it title.
Know who Hal is.
He just said Hal in the back.
He works with Joe. We got a Hal and Joe today.
Neither one of them know anything about basketball. They just be guessing.
For 4 straight wins for New Orleans now. Denver, I mean, they better with Billups. I mean, they'd won 9 of 11 coming into this one. We get a chance to look at them up close now. Any thoughts?
They're not one of the, they're interesting, but they're still, listen, the Lakers, Utah, and New Orleans are the 3 best teams in the West. You got to wait and see what happens with my man. Oh, Ginobili! He's back. But, the 3 interesting teams are San Antonio, Denver, and Houston. They're wild cards, but the top 3 are heavy. They're going to be tough to beat in a 7-game series. The Lakers are clearly the best team. Utah, when they ever get everybody healthy, and New Orleans. And the other 3, we just got to wait and see what happens.
I got to give you one more stat. I love that. Doug Collins was talking about this. 49-3 when they score more than 100 points, New Orleans.
So they should score 100 points every game.
I guess so. That's what the stats tell us. Hey, Thanksgiving, of course, and you had something. I'll get a little serious here. You had something to be thankful for. I know you took this seriously. National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame, an induction for you this past Sunday, right?
Oh, well, that's a great friend of mine, Tubby. Tubby Smith was somebody I really admire and respect. It was really nice. The people in Kansas City were fantastic. And I got to apologize to a guy. It was a guy at the arena who took care of me, and I forgot to tip him. He was my bodyguard all night. And I tell you what, I've got the number to the Sprint Center. I know you think I'm weird. I meant to tip you. So I'm going to call there next week and send you your tip.
I know we're going to have 150 phone calls tonight saying, I'm the guy. I'll give you my address.
No, because I saw a great friend, George Brett, there. So I went to I was watching Monday Night Football also. And this guy, he worked security there, and I actually forgot to tip him. I couldn't remember if I tipped him or not, but I got the number to the Sprint. I don't think I did either. But he babysitted me all night. So your money's coming. I'm going to send you a couple $100 because I always, if somebody go out of their way to take care of me, that was my screw up. I forgot.
Wow.
Just like I did.
Congratulations.
Not as nearly as that $400,000
we wanted to
I forgot
talk
to
about
pay.
your. Wanted to talk about your Hall of Fame induction.
No, but it was really cool.
And
I got to give a shout out to Coach Phelan from the Mount, Arnie Farron, Nolan Richardson, Danny Manning. Am I missing? Oh, and Dick Vitale and Billy Packer. It was really a nice time. Didn't get to see my good friend Rick Sutcliffe keep getting better and meet. And that's Rick Sutkin's, one of my better friends. I didn't get to see him because I was a little hectic, but it was just a really nice honor. Obviously, I've been very fortunate and blessed in my life. Basketball has been great for me. Well, but enough said.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We want to take a moment for that. Hey, when we come back, we do have an intense and emotional story, the story of Wayman Tisdale, brought to you by Jim Huber. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.
It was like I fell back, and like, that's weird, because I was walking down the steps really slow. And looked up, and part of my leg was over here, and the other part was over here. It just seemed like somebody took a baseball bat and just, boom, hard as they could, into my right leg, in the shin of my right leg.
Inside the NBA, brought to you by the Hyundai Holiday Sales Event, going on at your local Hyundai dealer right now. 'Tis the season to be smart with your money.
Man, I just want to come out here and just make them smile, let them know that I care, and let them know that I'm here in the community, and I'll be coming around every now and then. If I had the opportunity to come by every day, really I would. So we want to just come into certain communities and make an impact and just show that we care. Let them know, keep their heads up, stay positive, and hopefully the best will come for them.
Shaquille O'Neal reminding us it is that time of year when we all do our best to remember that there are things that we do have to be thankful for. And there's so many stories that can put things into perspective for you as well. With that in mind, remember Wayman Tisdale? Chuck and Kenny do. Wayman was Kenny's teammate on the Kings, played with Chuck on the Suns. He had a long, productive career in the NBA and followed that with a hugely successful second act as a best-selling musician. But 2 years ago, his story took a dramatic turn. Here's Jim Huber.
The music flows through Wayman Tisdale's giant body like a vibrant river, always has. It was there constantly as a child, there during his days as a three-time All-American at Oklahoma, during his 12-year NBA career, a faithful companion through the good and the bad.
Because I've always had that. That's what the rhythm, even to my playing a lot of times on the court, I would hear music and melodies all the time.
My brother and I, William and myself, and Wayman, we would play basketball, but Wayman was so in touch with doing everything else that he often missed the basketball. So he would start off playing basketball with us, and he was so easily distracted that in the middle of a game, he would leave the game and go play in the sandbox. And not much retained his attention except for music.
Oh my gosh, I remember we were going to training camp, and I remember all the guys had their extra pair of sneakers and maybe a couple of basketballs, and they had all their gear tied all up. And I came on the bus with a bass on my back one year, and oh boy, I hear Charles now. I can hear Charles now. Turn it down, Tiz. You're too loud. And I took it all knowing that I knew what I was going to do.
Today, years after his final moments on a professional basketball court, the music continues. A soothing voice to the world. His albums, as eclectic as jazz can be, have sold millions and attracted the most ironic of fans. Country music legend and fellow Sooner Toby Keith, for one.
I found out he was jazz.